Hello, everyone. Phantom ship would have never happened if we used the Wii U fast sale. Yeah, we could have just blazed right past it if that was an option. So, I have the Wii U and everything set up. I just have to remember where my copy of Wind Waker HD is. I can think of like 2 or 3 possible places it could be. Unfortunately, if it's in that 3rd place, which is at my parents' house, I'm going to be a couple days before I can get it, because I'm busy tonight. I have D&D tomorrow, and I'll be busy with stream the day after. So, yeah. So it might be a bit. But it is in the cards. We can't play the Wii U version, because I don't want to do the full Triforce quest, and I want my Swift Sail because I'm a little baby. Could it be in the Wii U itself? No, it's not. I powered it on. Everything, it's not in there. So, before we jump into the next map, I think I'm just going to go ahead and promote this loser. That way he has a little bit more bulk. Because we're getting Renox soon, and I don't think I care as much about the money. We're about to get some money from, what's her name? We're about to get some money from La Rochelle. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy promoted up. I am going to go Rogue, just so I can steal stuff in the Selena chapter. I know, Assassin would be funny, but we're not doing combat. Yes, I actually did buy a whole bunch of garbage, which is where all my money went. Yeah! Look at that stat line. FE5 Lifis stats. Always like doing Assassin Joshua for Phantom Ship. You know, that would make sense. I do kind of want to go Swordmaster, though. And I kind of want to give him a couple more levels. I think we're just going to ball with what we got. Well, what could go wrong? I am going to promote you after you get another level or 2. And then we're going to promote Ford. This is a Ford Sanctuary kind of run. Yeah, oh, wait. Look at that. I got it. I did also sell the Orion's Bolt, which is... No, wait. I didn't. I thought I sold this. Well, I have even more money now. I have a skill book and a speed wing. Kinda wanna give the secret book to like... I could give it to Archer, but I feel like Light already is gonna give him a lot of hit rates. So I kinda wanna give it to Kyle. Help his hit rates out a little bit. Give me that hit rate. Yeah, we'll do it. I'm not using Cormag, so like you can have it. You think they balance the FE8 economy around using every single promo item? That would be crazy because you can barely deploy anyone. Okay, that should be alright. Get you a Vulnerary. Also, the promotion doesn't give Colm any extra bulk, so that's something. Who's bulkier? I mean, you're physically bulkier, kind of. Not really, almost, sort of, kind of. At least I think I bought a bunch of lances. Now I'm second guessing myself because I didn't sell the Orion's Bolt. Yeah, I bought some backup lances. I also have some steel lances I could sell because I'm never going to use those things. Alright, to the boat! Oh, it's not dark in here. Here we go. Can I 2020 or at least 20 promo everyone without grinding coming to you someday? Whew. I don't even know if there's enough enemies in the game for that. Like, if you fought every single reinforcement, I don't know if there's enough EXP in the game for that. Maybe. Steel lances are good for Wyvern Knights. It's a good thing we have those right now. Yup. We have so many Wyvern Knights right now. So we'll do something like this. I know there's some Biggles up here that we can fight. 7 resistance, 9 resistance. And I know there's like a gargoyle that shows up like down here or something turn 1. Who do I want to fight what? I might have... Who do I want to fight the gargoyle? You're gonna be a bit faster and have a killer lance, so I think I'd rather have you fight the guys up top. I think that's all we'll do. Yeah, I think it's what we'll roll with. And yeah. What's the worst that could happen? So we're going to strike a torch. I'm going to be using all kinds of torches in this map. There's these two. No Doosel. I don't got room for him. No slots. So you'll do 7 each. She lives both. I'm gonna put her right there. You double with this. They're slow, right? You lose 4 speed from that. That's like 13. Oh, you don't. Well, wow. Nice stat variance. I doubled this one at least. How do we fight these guys? There's no Bright Lance. Society if we had a Bright Lance right about now. So here's these guys. We're just gonna go up here. Yep, this looks fine. Take a sip. Cool. She'll fight those guys up top. Unfortunately, we don't have a longbow user, so fighting these guys turn 2 is a little annoying, but we'll figure something out. Yeah, we need tons of holy water for this fight. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab this. Hello, Ford. So we'll have these 3 bros go up top. I'll have just Doosel choke this entire... not Doosel, better Doosel. Gilliam choke this bottom section, I think. Yeah, we'll just do something like this. Because I am scared of this map, I think I'm going to have, like, everyone that has a torch on them use it. Just for extra safety. I also want to torch back here. I don't know if this will actually do anything, but I kind of want to see if this will work. And Josh, you can go like here. You also use your torch. I don't know if I'm going to have empty turns later to use these torches later, so like just burn them right now. Everyone's going to have torches. It's like DS2 or Dark Souls 2. Dual crit. She does double this one, I believe. Yeah. Well. She's trying. Tana, however, she's gonna be balling up here. Twang. I love FE8 and all, but I do miss the FE6 no damage sound effect. Twang. I think they should have kept it the way it was. Whoosh, whoosh. Look at her go. Okay, so here's these boys. Oh, never mind. You don't need a longbow for these. You can just throw stuff at them. Did I get a support between you two? I did. Oh, wait. That's a ice anima. I don't think that gives attack. That gives hit, I believe. So what if... So you can do a little bit of chip. Yeah, ice anima gives attack at B. Because ice gives hit and some other stuff. Anima gives like attack, defense, and some other stuff. I think ice also gives defense. Does this imply monsters are smart enough to steer the ship? You know what? I think the white over here is the one steering the boat, most likely. So yes, I guess these guys are kind of smart enough to like steer their own ship. Oh yikes. That's worse than I thought it would be. Shoot. I mean, we could do this. And then heal her with Natasha. Captain should have a water wheel. Oh wait, yeah, he doesn't have like the giant like water wheel in front of him to steer. The boat steering wheel. Actually, I might do like this and then rescue her. No, offhand, ice doesn't give attack due to Pent Louise. Yeah. I know ice is like hit, defense, crit avoid, and something else. I know some affinities. I don't know all of them by heart, but I do know some affinities. Actually, how do you just throw javelins at this guy? You don't. I kind of want to leave my cat boys up here. Nah, I might just pick her up. Okay, here's what we do. So we formed like a big wall up here. So like these guys are kind of like funneled to go up here. Or to just like break against these guys. Well, except for the part where you have no stats. What we could do though is back you up. I don't think you can fly over these. So I think if I back you up... How much build do you have? 7. So if you pick up... And then you drop, like, right here. And then you go, like, right here. Yeah, you can't fly over those. So that kind of works. And then you can move down. I think that's the only one left alive, aside from that other one. So if you go like here... Oh, he'd still be able to reach right there. Commander up to full. Misheard Cav boys as cat boys. I mean, they could be cat boys too if they wanted. So you could go right here. And then you could go like right here even. You have the Lance Reaver equipped, right? Yeah, you're fine. Something like this. You can only reach guys who can take 2 hits. And you reach a whole bunch of other guys. So this should be fine. And the next turn, we just kind of ball. Oh, I guess I need to get you out of the way of these guys. I feel like I remember there being more moguls up here. I hope the guy who sprited the bundle of rope tile was happy about himself. Hey, that's a pretty nice bundle of rope tile. I think that's a cool little detail to have a little rope tile. I could just fly into the darkness, but I'm scared. Why didn't I give you a torch? For, like, flying up here. Okay, we should be fine. Oh, they're gonna go for Joshua. Look at that Lance Reaver. The middle gargoyle should have a Sonyon to counter the turn 2 longbow. I remember I forged a Sonyon in Echoes once. I spent hours grinding gold pieces so I could forge it. Worth every penny. Loot is still popping off. There we go. Okay, so there's more more of these guys up here. Tana, go fight these guys. might actually have you go fight the bottom Biggles then. Badoosh. There we go. Well, who's ready for a very Path of Radiance style enemy phase? Well, because we can do like pick up. So they're all supported together. Yeah, you guys have like 15 attack. Yeah, they do like 4 damage. And you have Ice, Wind, Fire. That doesn't give opponent defense, but it gives a whole bunch of other stats. Oh, think of the sword rank. Think of all the sword rank we could get on Gilliam if we did this. Oh, that's so tempting. This and Toon. This guy does not move for a turn or two, and then he suddenly moves. He just decides, yeah, I think it's time for me to go, and he just starts cruising. We're actually gonna turn off Gilliam's animations for a sec. We'll beat up that one. Maybe it's the one steering the ship. Yeah, maybe he is the one steering the ship, and he has to like, oh god, they're actually here. I need to go defend the ship. They're here. I also bought some new tomes for Archer and Loot. So now we have a Shine Tome and a Thunder Tome. Now it's my turn to have the Thunder Tome. Oh my gosh, she's going crazy. Look at her, I love her. Okay, you stay back here like the torch. He has to dismount from the wheel, just like Archers have to dismount from FE7 and 8 Ballista. Oh, this guy's down here. Well, thread the needle on that. Okay, this should be alright. I have a feeling the Cav boys should be fine, but let's cross our fingers. Yeah, Warp is magic over 2. All the range stats are magic over 2 here. Oh, he doesn't even kill this guy. It's actually on purpose. This funnels all the enemies onto the guy with the higher defense. Bonk, bonk. I hope Gilliam gets as few crits as possible here. He can crit on second hits, though. Yeah, still no deaths. I could see myself losing someone here just from getting, like, cocky. Oh, and just remember, he's getting 2 weapon experience per hit with the Iron Blade. Sea Swords. Who's deployed here? Everyone except the good units. Yeah, we have Ephraim, Cav Boys, Josh, Gilliam, Colm, both the Pegs, the 2 Magic Kids, and then Natasha. Resistance! The gargoyle reinforcements from the left sometimes mess me up. Yeah, I usually forget about the gargoyles from the top and bottom. Those sometimes, like, pincer me. Okay, this actually went pretty alright. Look at that. What does Vidofnir boost? Defense. It's Odholma is resistance, Vidofnir is defense, Garm is speed, Needhog is luck, Ivaldi is defense, Excal is speed, Gleipnir is skill. Gilliam has been MVPing out. It's been pretty cool. Oh, we're gonna try an ancient trick from the sacred texts. There you are. I know these guys will like start moving here in a second, very sure. So I'm just gonna equip the javelin still. I kind of like that the S ranks give stats that would probably be very useful for who wants to use them. So, for example, like the Vidofnir gives defense, which is something that Tana or Vanessa would probably want, since, let's be real, the Vidofnir is probably supposed to be Tana's weapon kind of in story, so it gives her defense. Garm gets speed, because that's something that Dusel would probably want a bit more of. Oh wow, there's so much Iron Blade for that. We also have... Oh, what is it? Alhoma gives, like, resistance, which is kind of like, I think that was kind of one of the more, like, leftover stats. I mean, yeah, almost anyone would like speed, but I think Dusel really likes some speed for hitting, like, some doubling thresholds. Okay, if this guy starts moving, that's gonna be a little scary. How much do you take from a bunch of these guys? You'd have like... Ooh, that's a lot. 15... 17. So you would take like... Take like 6 from that. And, more worried about this Entombed coming for me, because Entombed do a lot of damage. Yeah, Entombed only have like 2 stats, but with the Fetid Claw, 24 attack's pretty high. So we'll try a little of this, see what happens. Might move. How do I want to do this? Because I don't want to open the path for like this guy to attack Gilliam, but I also want to like 2-range some of these guys. I think this Entombed might move this turn. It's this turn or next turn, I can't remember. I just know I've gotten got by it too many times. We'll just do the hand axe for now. You think something called a Fetid Claw would have some effect? I guess I've never really looked up what that word means. I'm assuming it just means... My initial thought means things that it means like sharp, but I could also see it meaning like putrid, almost. What else is there? I'll have you two wait up here-ish. So you hang out with your cat boys. Basically means foul-smelling. Yeah, so kind of like... Yeah, well, we already have the poison clause that inflict poison. So that wouldn't really mean anything different. I'm gonna once again light up like this back area just so I can keep an eye on the Death Coil whenever he shows up. Oh, so you know this Death Coil that shows up here? That's like a menace to society because he's like incredibly strong. Also, Ford's missing the kill threshold again. He's doing his best. So that what's his name? That Death Coil that's like a menace is really scary and all. In the Japanese version, they forgot to give a lot of the monster bosses personal stats. So he just has like class bases. So almost all the monster bosses in the Japanese version have no stats. Also, this is so upsetting. I'm just getting walled by these guys now because both my calves have 9 strength. Well, shoot. I never thought the thing that would go wrong is my calves failing to kill monsters. Huh. I hope the Cat Girl class in Fortune's Weave is not unique and we can have cat boys. Oh, that'd be awesome. We need more cat boys in this game. Ranulf alone is not cutting it. And the problem is I don't want to deploy Ranulf in either game he's in. Like, Ranulf, you're cool and all, but like, I don't want to deploy you in Path of Radiance because By the time he shows up, it's still 1-2 range spammy. I'd rather deploy anyone else who can throw a hand axe or javelin. And I don't want to deploy you in Radiant Dawn because you can't fight for half the map because you keep untransforming. They nerfed Amelia's strength growth to prevent her from being good in situations like this. This is true. They knew she'd be too good. So there's the white. Well, that's scary. He didn't actually kill. Oh, shoot. Well, here's where she shows up, so we kind of need to, like, go. We kind of need to, like, move it. Problem is, there's 100 guys right here. Yeah, unfortunately, Artie forces Ren off in several Part 3 maps, and it kind of annoys me to no end. Like, I get it. He's, like, story important and all, but it kind of drives me bananas having to deploy him. He's I got some use out of him. I basically just made him a smite bot. I gave him the smite and wild heart scrolls and just had him a half shift and smite for most of the map. Is he story important? I mean, he's like Ike's boyfriend, basically. He's like a, he's, what's his name? Skirmir, the lion guy. He's like his second in command, right? At least I'm very certain he is, right? I kind of consider that, like, pretty important. Basically, Skirmir's retainer. Yeah, he's like Skirmir's, like, right-hand man. Yeah, or something like that. Like a high-ranking position in the military, basically. How hard do you hit? Ooh, that's a little scary. Yeah, he also figures out who the Black Knight's identity is. Whenever he, in Part 3, whenever he fights the Black Knight up on a cliff, he has like a realization where it's like, oh wait, you fight just like that one guy, I know who you are. Okay, Ephraim, I didn't think about this. Ephraim might be in a bit of danger. God, if I lose the run to like this, I'm gonna be so upset. Kind of need to kill this white. Yeah, but it's a good thing, we need to get out. Yeah, it is kind of bizarre that, like, Soren's not force deployed, but Ranulf is for, like, the entirety of Part 3. Can never keep Ephraim alive on Phantom front lines. He's a perfect mix of too strong and medium defense. Yeah, I remember I would sometimes, like, let him choke one of these, and instead of choking the point, he would just choke. Gulp. So I think we have, like, a turn or two to reach Alara Show, because I kind of want to, like, get to her right now to save her. Take a sip. Yeah, we can kind of get away from this. I tell you what. I try to put Colm down here, and he's probably just going to freaking die. And then I'm going to be very upset whenever he does. Okay, it's a little upsetting that this guy didn't move. That's kind of tragic. For a second, I thought Tana was stuck because he thought it was Engage Fog. Please, not Engage Fog. Please, not that. I love you, Engage, but why? Why did you do that? He has a steel sword. Youch. Yeah, I think Colm's just gonna vibe here for a sec. Man, I brought Colm so that way he could, like, be Vision, but I don't think it's worked out for me very much. I actually thought about doing a tower map before doing this. Josh, I would really like some strength right about now, man. What's his base strength? So what is Joshua's base strength? Wow, it's 8. He's gotten 1 strength level up. We do have a hero crest. I got one last map. Garrett joins with the second one. He broke the curse! He broke the 9 strength curse. That scared me. How much does Marissa have at base? Like 7, I think. Marissa's is pretty bad. Archer, get down! This might be bad. Well, I don't think the Archer can reach him. Oh, so you see how Dazla looks really cool against these, enemies that he's fighting? He, like, Okos them or whatever. There's a reason why he, like, does really good combat versus these gargoyles. Here, once this ends, I'll show. There's a reason why. Oh, nice. We're cleaning up some of the guys. Tana, you're kind of carrying. Thank you. Ooh. Well, but now we have someone else with 9 strength. Ooh, give him level. Woo! Strength! So this is looking kind of sketch. A little scary. I'm going to be real. I don't know how I'm tackling the guys in the back. That guy still hasn't moved. Ugh. That's a lot of damage. So yeah, this does not look good. Well, he's going to run up and kill that one. Can we still see this one? Yeah, it's because the enemies that attack La Rochelle's group are all level 1. Like, I understand the Mogul going for her being level 1, but the gargoyles at the top for Dazla to fight are all level 1. So that's why he does really well against them. I might actually run you back to go try to beat up these guys. If that Mogul had a staff and a horse, it'd be at least beat her. Oh boy. Yeah, La Rochelle must be, like, amazing. Who's more iconic, Mogul fighting La Rochelle or Monk fighting Nino? I think the Mogul fighting La Rochelle because I like La Rochelle more. That's my reasoning. Yeah. This... I'm going to be real, Chief. This does not look good. I think we have, like... I think he starts moving this turn or the next one, but this guy's a menace. This guy's scary. Like, I think when it comes to enemies in FE8, this is one of the hardest enemies relative to, like, your unit's strength when you fight him. This might actually be a combat moment. It's like the only thing he can do. If you end this turn with 20 or more enemies left, Larshell should attack Expel. That'd be so cool. Except its hit rate is like 50 minus avoid or something. How else do you do to this guy? Nothing. Man, I brought you for vision. I really shouldn't have done that. That's pretty cool. Man, I really don't have a safe place for a lot of my units to stand after this turn. I think this turn's going to end really ugly. Okay, I have a really dumb idea. You're in range of both your boyfriends. Do like this. Yeah, it's going to be really rough for Archer to actually make it through this round. But it might be possible. Maybe. Yeah, Archer might be toast, but I have kind of a plan. Oh, this is such a risky play, but if he hits this, that would be kind of big. But also, if he misses, I think the run just perishes. Because I have a... that could work, but I'm not going to go for it. We're just going to do this. So we can't cross that tile. You can kill this one. Okay. So the white is gone at least. So if I can get this guy out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, you can't reach either of those. That doesn't work. Because they can't fly over these. I was going to try to build like a little wall right here, and they can't walk over this, but I forgot you only have 5 movement right now. That's a little unfortunate. Man, if my Cavs just didn't have the actual worst strength stats, we would not be in this situation. Kyle's supposed to have good strength, too. Kyle's supposed to have, like, higher strength compared to the other guys. He's still at base? It feels like it. I might be picking up Natasha with Gilliam. And just carrying her for the rest of the map. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. I think it's going to be like... pick you up. Or heal you. You have a sword or a lance? Sword, sword... I also feel like I want to punch something this turn. (13) attack. Okay, so what if... So if you kill there... I mean, he can at least go down fighting, I guess. Delete this one. If we get this guy out of the way, that makes us have to take a lot less damage. But then loot just kind of perishes. How much do you take from the Mogul? Nothing. And then you take a bunch from these guys. Or I can put you back here and kill this one, and then Kyle kills the Entombed. which I think I like more. I kind of like Kyle. He is a little disappointing sometimes, but I like that he can like eat 5x EXP. Yeah, we'll do like this to get this guy out of here. Yeah, if Ford and Kyle could have cleared out the ship earlier with... Oh, look at that. They both have 10 strength now. They're growing as people. Like that Kyle has better AS than Ford with the weapon you'd want to use. Yeah. It's funny, yeah, because Ford has higher, like, speed, but I don't remember it being substantially higher than Kyle's. It's just, like, a bit better. Yeah, I think I want to heal Joshua up and then just kind of pick up... And then you're just going to run it half power for the map. Cole might also be dead, which is a good thing I just spent the thing on him. Ocean Seal, that's what it's called. Where do I put him? If I put him here... Yeah, Colm's going to be in a lot of danger. And I'll put you here to block you from taking the other guys. All right, Vanessa's also down here. You can go right. You have an Iron Steel Lance, right? Yikes. Do I have a vulnerary I can use? Oh, no. I want you to go here. Yeah, like, Cavs and Paladins are going to be good, even if they don't feel great, because 8-move, Javelins, rescuing, just kind of the whole package. I guess I forgot to turn Gilliam's animations back on. Sea axes. Yeah. That's okay. We have Loot as a guiding ring person. Oh, well, that's sad. Where did I keep all my portraits? They got him. I liked him, too. Make him a little bit bigger. We'll just put him under the chat. Do like that. Oh well, I was gonna do Sage Archer, but oh well. He was behind on levels anyways. Right, we should train Ewan in his place. Look out, La Rochelle. Okay, let's see if this works like I hoped it would. Let's see if my Galaxy Brain did this correctly. Oh shoot, I forgot about the last mogul. We're still running off of Galaxy Brain. So now, there's another mogul. Yeah, that was deserved. Well, he's dead. Well, They're dead. What a way to go out. I was one action away from showing off a really cool strat I had cooked up. So the plan was La Rochelle does heal your units. So I left him perfectly in range so that La Rochelle would run up and mend Ephraim at the end of green phase and pull her out so that way I could talk to her easier. But that didn't work. Time to restart the run from Erica route. Yeah, we get all the way to the end of the desert. We get to the end of Queen of the White Dunes, and we just edit out the event where Ephraim shows up. We just have to do the rest of the game without him. He's just dead somewhere. Well, Fooey, now what? That's a really good question. I really don't feel like starting over from the beginning right now. But this gives me more time to look for my Wind Waker DVD, CD, or game. That was interesting. Man, if my calves just weren't completely garbage, that would have gone so much better. Hold on, what level was Kyle? Kyle was like level 12 or something, right? Hold on, let's see. I actually have to check something. What level was Kyle? Was like level 12. Oh, that doesn't help me. I clicked the wrong button. Hey, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle would have had like 12 or 13 strength. He would have one-rounded all of those, what are they called? He would have one-rounded all the Bone Walkers and would have like cleaned house. So, whoops. If only we had some pre-promotes to deploy. Yeah, okay. This, I can't like call the game like bad or whatever for that, because like, the game gave me Deucel and I didn't deploy him. Like, yes, that is on me for not deploying Deucel, the win button guy. We could go by Western release order and play 4 swords before Wind Waker. This is true. I don't even remember if I had 4 swords on the list. Because I didn't really want to play 4 swords by myself. Well, what we could do is just say the run is dead, and then, like, keep playing, I guess, if we wanted to. Or I could just end stream here. You have us in spirit. Yeah, I just don't feel like, I don't feel like playing the multiplayer games. But if we don't play Western release, we'd only have 1 sword. The 4 links have to take turns sharing the 1 iron sword. Well, let's see what I want to do. I might call the stream here and cook something else up. What other runs would I want to do? Oh, I have to cook up some other runs. Because I wanted to do something Conquest related for the channel. I guess we could sit here and just hang out for a sec while the class reel goes. Because I wanted to do something Conquest related, but I also had my own runs that I was doing. So I didn't want to like pile on too many at once. So, also, I wanted to do... I want to have beaten like all the games at least once. The problem is I don't want to play FE1. So I kind of want to do like let's get this over with playthrough where I just play FE1 on like 3x speed, just as fast as possible. Like how they show class basis if it reflects any stage in the game. Yeah, that used to confuse me so much. I used to look at these numbers and go like, none of my units have these stats. Why do they look like this? Because I didn't understand what like personal bases were or class bases. I have not done something Valencia. Well, I did Gaiden way back when. Oh, could I do? Actually, could I just do the FE1 credits warp? 'Cause Yeah, could I just do the FE1, like, Chapter 1 credits warp and say that I beat the game? Just to say that I've beaten it on my channel? Wait, that sounds like a great idea. I just do the credits warp and then just say, like, well, I did it. I don't have to play FE1 anymore. I beat it. Maybe I do need something, maybe I do need to do, echoes at some point soon for my channel. I don't know what I would do. Because I remember I really wanted to do, a route swap, but I also wanted to do reverse recruitment. So I wanted to see if I could mod the game myself to do a reverse recruitment and cast swap, so that you start the game with, like, Myson on Celica route and Noma on Alm route, because I think that would be goofy and dumb and stupid. Conrad Lord. So about that, I actually made a poll about this. I tried to do this like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and I made a poll saying, like, hey, do we stick to the rules as they should be and make Conrad the Lord of Almside, or say screw it, make Conrad like one of the like options you have to pick on one of the routes or whatever, or just make him the last unit. And everyone was like, no, we want Noma Lord. We want Noma to be the main Lord of Alm route. So if I did do it, I would definitely just make Noma the Lord because everyone likes him more, and because he's in top condition. Another goofy idea I've had is like a going for Blitzkrieg while people in chat like decide on the classes and everything. And there would be like incentives and stuff to like pitchfork units or whatever. I've thought about something like that. Wouldn't Noma stats be like 0 with terrible growths? The way I cooked up the RR would be just using the growth rate, using the personal growths to subtract from personal bases, and then staple those new personal bases on top of like auto-leveled class bases, if that makes sense. So for example, if I wanted to turn like Myson into a level 5 Cav, I would pull the personal bases off the class, de-level those like the minimum number of times, and then I would look at like base Cav, auto-level it to like level 5 or something, and then like stick the two numbers together, kind of. It's really awkward because of how like Valencia promotion works or whatever. So I would do something like that. Like it'd be really weird. Noma wouldn't be the first recruit to have bases lower than a class. Yeah, or the class one's an SOV. So yeah, I could do something like that. But yeah, I thought about doing like trying to do Blitzkrieg, but letting members of the chat like mess with stuff somehow, like suggesting like class promotions and suggesting like pitchfork stuff like that. So I thought that could be a really goofy idea. Or I could just do the Blitzkrieg with like a route swap or something. Try that, like route swap, but also go for Blitzkrieg. I think that could be a really goofy idea. Blitzkrieg with all Barons. I've done the Blitzkrieg medal, so yeah. Oh, I could just do Blitzkrieg with the route swap. That could be funny. Maybe that's something we'll try. Maybe that's something I'll think of. I'll just do like a route swap and go for the Blitzkrieg medal. The Blitzkrieg medal is really lenient. Oh, it's incredibly lenient, but it's still like kind of imposing to think about. So that could be an idea. It would also like help mix up SOV a little bit for me because I've played it a lot. So that would be a goofy idea. I don't know how many people have done SOV content because I'm one of the few people that actually really likes SOV. It's like one of my favorites in the series. I think if you do the route swap, that means it would be like... Who would replace Matilda in the demeaning CG? Shoot, who would that be? When I play Sacred Echoes, I actually tried Sacred Echoes way back. And parts of it just didn't mesh with me very much. I wish it did, because, like, I love SOV, but I don't know, just something about Sacred Echoes just didn't really jive with me. It's actually good now. Oh, did they update it? Has there been recent updates in the... I'm gonna turn on some music. Have they, like, updated Sacred Echoes? Maybe I'll have to do some kind of poll and see what people would want to see. But I kind of want to do long while ago, but they did update it. Huh? When did I last play it? FE Sacred Echoes. Version 1.1. Latest release as of 10/7 of 23. So yeah, maybe I could try it, but I also I can also do SOV, which also sounds silly. Because I do remember thinking it was kind of cool initially. But it would also give me an excuse to just gush about Echoes because I like Echoes a lot. And it would give me an excuse to use Mage Fae again because I like Mage Fae and will not shut up about promoting Fae and promoting Mei into... No, Fae into Mage. Sacred Echoes makes Fae cool in sports. Oh, that's good. Because otherwise, she's just kind of... Yeah. Used Mage Fae in your LTC, kind of had to. I use her anyways just because I like her. I think Fae in Mage is awesome. I think Cleric is a much safer pick. I think Cleric is... I think Cleric's like a much safer choice because you get a second healer and Physic. But I think if you kind of like know what you're doing and kind of want to like really go for it and play super offensively, going Mage is really good. She kind of wants 1 or 2 speed fountains, but if you're willing to give her a speed fountain and hope she gets a speed level up, or give her a second speed fountain, she balls insanely hard. So we'll see. I'll have to decide on that. So I might do SOB next, which will be fitting, coming right after Sacred Stones. But who knows, maybe Sacred Echoes will tickle my fancy one day. I'm afraid because, again, Sacred Echoes didn't click with me, and I'm afraid to try it again. I don't want to, like, be mean to it while I'm playing it. If that makes any sense, like, I don't want to, like, play it, like, be upset with it while I play it, because I know someone put a lot of effort into it. I know a lot of people like it. Yeah, Faye's only character trait is that she likes Alm. Never develops beyond that, which is sad. So maybe I'll try the 1.1 version, and if it clicks with me, I'll do it on the channel at some point. It's really sad for Faye, because they had, if you have her go with, you can have her go with Celica. And I kind of wish there was supports between her and Celica, or some of like the Celica squad, where she learns that there's more to having a personality than liking Alm. She could learn like, oh, since I've been away from him for so long, I've actually learned like how to be my own person. I actually really like doing this kind of stuff. When I played for the Blitzkrieg medal, I used Faye on Celica's side just for the funnies, just because I want to be a little quirky with it. So I used Faye on Celica's side whenever I went for the Blitzkrieg medal. It was pretty cool. My ending squad going into the final tower was like Celica, Mei, who was a priestess, Faye, who was a priestess, Sonya, who was a priestess, 3 Falco Knights. And then like Jenny, Saber, and Leon was my final tower squad. So like 4 Priestesses, 3 Falco Knights, Saint, Bow Knight, Dreadfighter. The Priestess squad showing up to Jeddah. It does. I can't help that Priestess is the most awesome class ever. Getting Cliff and Faye on Celica gives you deployment slots right before Desert Fortress, making the map easier. Oh, interesting. I do remember, for whatever reason, there's a deployment slot in the sniper fort that's just in the middle of the sand. And in the original Gaiden, that deployment slot is the bottom deployment slot. So if you've like sorted your units, whoever's in the bottom deployment slot just gets stuck in the middle of the desert. Like 10 tiles away from the nearest plains tile, and they're just kind of stuck down there. It's very funny. Dehydrated zone. I think whenever I played Gaiden for my channel, I had Atlas in that bottom slot for some reason. So Cav Atlas is just standing in the middle of the desert, moving 1 tile at a time to get to the action. It was quite funny. That Gaiden run in general is pretty funny. I think Gaiden's pretty alright. I kind of like Gaiden. That's the one you get from Cliff/Faye. You can put a Pegasus there to reach the fort turn 1. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, there was the infinite Biggle generator at the end of the Gaiden playthrough. They just kept dividing, and what's his name? Zeke got like 1,000,000 EXP from throwing the Gradivus at them. I think you've all talked me into doing Echoes. I'll probably do Echoes next, actually. That'll be the thing I do next to Wind Waker. So I try to... I might do Cast Swap. I might do the Cast Swap. Mage Atlas. Hey, I like Mage Atlas. I think Mage Atlas goes crazy. You could be boring and make him an archer so we can do Hunter's Volley with big strength as a bow cav. Nah. Get that out of here. Give me Mage Atlas. Make this man work out in the library. I love Mage Atlas. What if I had 1,000,000 hit points so I don't care that I'm casting all my HP away? And then what if I had like 1,000,000,000,000 magic so whenever I click Sagittate, I just explode whatever's within 3 tiles of me? So yeah, he could just explode things, because his only 2 stats are HP and attack. So he levels HP, he levels attack, and then he just kaboom things from 3 range. It's so much fun. And he gets rescue. He also gets rescue. So even though he only has 4 movement, I remember a lot of times where I could have him like run forward and then rescue people forwards to kind of give people a bit of a boost. The real question with Atlas, do you bother going back to Seabound Shrine or not? If you're using Atlas, yes. If you actually want to use Atlas on your squad, yes, you go back to Seabound Shrine and promote him. Do you actually do that if you're playing for keeps? No. I think promoting Atlas is a complete waste of time if you're actually just like playing to win. I don't think you go back and promote him. You just leave him out and don't deploy him. Having to walk all the way back to Seabound to promote him, you're going to make so many map spawns show up. It's not worth it in the slightest. Both Atlas and Jesse are stuck in this hell where they want to promote immediately, just actually immediately, and you kind of can't do that. You either have to play forwards until after Greeth's Citadel and after you fight the one Myrmidon guy, like Blake or something. You beat him up, you go into the Dragon Shrine, and you promote there. Or you have to walk all the way back to Seabound and watch the reinforcements roll in. So it's unpleasant either way. Which is why I think Jesse's the worst unit in Echoes. He's also like your 5th mercenary or something. Love using the speed fountains on in the monastery on Catria. Ooh, that could be pretty good. I like using them on May because I think if you give like 2 of them to May, she can double a bunch of pirates with Thunder. I think it's 2 speed fountains. I think with like 2 speed fountains and a strength fountain, May can like double in 1 round a bunch of pirates with fire and thunder, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Hunter's Volley is still really good, but I don't know. If you're willing to go back and promote up Atlas into Bocav, then yeah. He'll have a lot of strength, he'll have a lot of hit points, so he can keep clicking the Hunter's Volley button without running out of HP. Or he can click the Sagittarius button over and over again, which I think is way more fun than using the Killer Bow. I didn't even use the Killer Bow whenever I got my Blitzkrieg medal. I went crazy for Blitzkrieg and I didn't even make a Killer Bow. I just used the Silver Bow and the Blessed Bow and Home Route. Okay, I actually kind of like the Silver Bow. The Silver Bow gets Warded Arrow or Ward Arrow at some point. It's obviously not as good as Hunter Volley, but it's a... whenever you hit a target with it, it silences them. So if you kind of want to like try something new, like mix up your run a little bit, the Silver Bow's kind of cool. Just being able to silence a target on hit's pretty neat. But the Blessed Bow's also just insanely good. I have no idea why they made the Blessed Bow as good as it is. It's not as good as it is in Gaiden. It's busted in Gaiden, but it's still pretty good for being a bow that has an actual hit rate. Never seen it because Silver Bows are unfinished Killer Bows. So yeah, understandable. Like, Killer Bow is the correct play, but if you ever don't feel like using a Killer Bow and want to kind of like mix things up a little bit, I think a Silver Bow could be fun to use. I think it's a fun way to mix it up a little bit. I kind of wish they named, I kind of wish they named the Killer Bow a Brave Bow. Just because the Brave Sword is basically a killing edge. I kind of wish they went all the way with it and named the Killer Bow a Brave Bow just to be funny. I just don't want to use Zweihander. Yes, Zweihander! Just like Dark Souls 1 again. Too bad the Dark Souls 1 fans aren't ready to hear that the Claymore is way more fun than the Zweihander. That's my new favorite opinion. The Claymore's just way more fun than the Zweihander. Love the Ill Wound. Isn't that the Ill Wound's the one that has like the description that says like a sword meant to bring ruin or something? Like a large sword that brings ruin or something. It has a really crazy like description. Hold on, I gotta find this. I'm gonna sound like I'm crazy. Yeah, a sword made to bring ruin and not else. The Ill Wound. Crazy description for the sword. How do you get this again? You have to like, you have to evolve a steel sword, I think? Is that what it is? Or that might be a... You might have to evolve a silver sword? I don't know if it's the silver or brave sword that becomes this White-hander. I can't remember. Maybe that'll be something I also do in that run. I'll try to get a little crazy and make some of the weapons that people don't usually forge. Yeah, Claymore is one of the two-handed ones, but I like it way more than this White-hander. I think it's way more fun. This White-hander is funny though. Sometimes I do enjoy me just a big sword, just big two-handed sword that whacks things. Now the halberd's more fun than all of them, but I'm also just a huge fan of halberds and poleaxes. Everyone thinks Dark Souls 1 begins in the Undead Asylum, but it actually begins as soon as you get outside the Chapel in Undeadburg and find the halberd. Well, maybe I'll try this again one day, but I kind of want to do echoes on the channel at some here pretty soon. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'll go drink more water and make supper and make sure my Wii U's actually going to work. So thank you all for sticking around. I will see all of you around. Bye-bye.